Hey, Blastoid here. I'd like to share some Satisfactory Calculator blueprints at Satisfaction Labs we've been working on. I'll share with you how to use these blueprints, where to get them, things like that here in just a minute. Let's go through the list of some of the blueprints we currently have. We're working on a lot more for the future, but we'll go down the line here. First thing we have is what I call the ratio room. It's basically a room with all the buildings in it, so you can go in and look at it and plan your ingredients as you need to. You notice here they're a little bit shrunken, so they just fit in a 2x2 grid here, so it doesn't take up much room to pop in your ratio room. Other things we have, kind of a decorative logo design. So we basically put an option shop under some concrete and made it poke through here, so pretty cool there. We also have a double wall lined up. And you can do things like, you can make this a hidden portal, so that portal right there would catch you and you go through the wall, things like that. There's other decorative things you can do with double walls. We also have jump pads. These jump pads have been shrunken to fit on a one by one grid. It's there. Same thing with the jelly pad. You can actually build walls around this jelly pad. Unlike normally where jelly pad's a little bit too big, this also fits in a 1 by 1 grid. Well, I've also got some fun things, like I've tried to create a little dice system here, and what we're going to look for is there's just a little cyber wagon, so when I press it, it will usually start doing some weird things. You can see here it's going different places, and wherever it lands is the number that you're going to roll. So it looks like it landed here, so we look here and we rolled a 1, and you can click it again and it will try to, oh, it knocked me out. And it will try to hopefully randomly go different places and kind of simulates what a roll of a dice would do. It doesn't work that great, but it's the best thing I can come up with so far for a roll of a dice. And let's see where it lands this time. It's still going. Come on, land already. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Lost. Oh my goodness. Alright. Looks like I rolled a 2 this time. You kind of get the point there. And it's got little exit chambers. Oh, we also have clip art. Right now it's me. I don't have my color palette set correctly, but if you set the blue to greens, it'll look more like me itself. And then the last item we have is the Hanna Nadir HQ. This thing is massive. This is basically a big thing from, I forgot the video games. Meat Boy, I think, is what it is. Don't quote me on that. And it's a big old thing. You can build a factory inside of it if you want to. It's got a big old chainsaw on there. It actually stands taller than the tallest pink tree, so it's pretty cool. So let me show you how to actually download these and where to go. So first thing you're going to go to is the Satisfaction Labs Discord page, and I'll put a link on the screen and in the description of the video. In here, you're going to see a bunch of different sections. Now, I suggest you go look at them all. We're a really good community. We want to help you out. We want to have you contribute too. But the section we're looking for here is called Community Maps. Inside Community Maps will be a link to our GitHub, where we can post all of our save files and blueprints and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then here we're looking for the SFC blueprints. SFC stands for Satisfaction Calculator. That's the program we're going to use to load the blueprint. So we come in here and you'll see all the blueprints I just mentioned. There's also some screenshots in case you just want to look at which ones we have in there. You can click on the JPEG instead. But you'll click on the CBP file and then you'll click the download button and you can download it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the game, and we're actually going to use Satisfactory Calculator to paste one of these. So what you're going to need is only one block. And that block should be wherever you want to place the item. So I have my one block here. I'm going to go ahead and save my game. I'm going to go into a web browser and go to satisfactory-calculator.com. There again, the link will be in the description below. I'm going to load my game. If you're not familiar with the game loads are, I'll also paste a link that you can copy and paste, and it should take you close to this folder. It'll basically take you to the Save Games folder, and there you'll look for this kind of funky folder with a lot of letters and numbers, and that's where all your save games are at. Alright, so open my latest save game. And because we have the Hanna Nadir HQ big thing in there, it does take a while to load. And we're going to locate that one block that we saw earlier. Alright, before we can actually input our put our blueprint down, we've got to import it. So we're going to click this little puzzle piece icon. And we're going to go to our directory with all of our downloads for our blueprints. For example, let's do the jump pad. No, let's do the jelly. I'm going to take the jelly and drag and drop it here, and now the blueprint is loaded. So simply right click, spawn. It says it's going to paste the item. I usually say no to use materials, but if you don't want to cheat and you want to use your materials from your box, you can definitely do that. We'll say OK, and there we have it, pasted. Now we're just going to download our save file. Save here. Depending on your save file, this may take a few seconds to a few minutes to save it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and locate that file. There it is. And then I'm going to paste it in my save file download. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and go back to the game. We're going to load our game. There it is. It says the one that says calculator on it. And we'll load. And there we have it. We have our jelly pad ready to be powered. As I said earlier, you can build walls completely around it. It does fit in a 1x1 grid. You can even put a roof on there and need it. Now the reason I actually did the jelly pad so small is a lot of times when you're using the tubes to travel, you get spit out and you hurt yourself. If you put a jelly pad right at the end of the exit, you will not hurt yourself. And the problem is they don't fit in a 1x1 grid by default, so if you want to kind of build an exit room, this kind of allows you to do that and still maintain some of your style that you want to build with. So I hope you enjoyed the blueprints we have so far. Definitely check out our Discord. Come in, hang out, share with what creations you're coming up with. And just be part of our community. I think we got some really cool people here, and we're growing every single day. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later.